since startup culture is quite popular these days, but we can see that SRCC being the top 1% brain place of India, we still don't have that culture in our college. Like, people are going towards earning a good income by settling in a very comfortable job, and they're happy with it. What do you think if like you were in our place, in our college at that point of time, what would you have done?
Whenever you do anything with the academics or you look at IITians, why are they looking to startups? It is expected you are at IIT in an Institute of Technology. You have to come up with new ideas, create new patterns, and do a startup. Do you know that pretty much more than 95% of startups fail in the first year? So my only suggestion would be, look at your own direction where you are heading towards. And sadly, most people are directionless.
Hello, sir. I'm Rithi from Shriram College of Commerce.
Welcome.
So, sir, my question is that since startup culture is quite popular these days, but we can see that SRCC being the top 1% brain place of India, we still don't have that culture in our college. Like, I faced that issue. Like, people are going towards earning a good income by settling in a very comfortable job, and they're happy with it, as opposed to in IITs where startup culture is at a rise and people have the opportunity. So, sir, what do you think if like you were in our place, in our college at that point of time, what would you have done? Like, opted for a well-to-do, nice job, or the other way around?
Well, all I can say is, how ambitious are you? Important thing is, whenever you do anything with the academics or you look at IITians, why are they looking to startups? Because invariably, they're considered to be an incubating university or a college or whatever that happens to be. It is expected you are at IIT in an Institute of Technology. You have to come up with new ideas, create new patterns, and do a startup. So really, it has been ingrained in them more so than, I guess, people in the commerce side. Yeah. But my opinion, go check out pretty much all over the world. There are many, many people who are at the top who are from the commerce background, management background, and so on. Because basically, it comes down to people issues there. It is not all technology. Yeah. See, these guys are innovative. That's why they come up with new technologies. But technology, do you know that pretty much more than 95% of startups fail in the first year?
Yes.
So what happened? So, and that is true in every industry, every university. You look at the top MITs, what is the success ratio for people from there? And look at the success ratio of people from community colleges. It is pretty much the same. 80-20 rule applies. So my only suggestion would be, look at your own direction where you are heading towards. And sadly, most people are directionless. And you need to set up your own goals. There was a study, only 3% people had written goals. Only 3%. Now keep in mind, goal in the head versus goal on the paper is very different. Only 3% people had written goals. And when they had a reunion, it was found that the 3% who left with written goals, they were worth in excess of 97% combined. What does it tell you? This is the power of goal. And there is something bigger than goal, and that is called purpose.
Yeah.
And what's a purpose? A lifetime goal is called a purpose. How do you determine your purpose? Supposing I was age 100 today, and if I was to look back at my life 100 years, what is it that I want to say is my accomplishment? That's my purpose. And we have short-term goals, long-term goals, mid-term goals. And all our goals should lead us to a purpose. Now, when we do our 4-day leadership program, people walk away with an action plan with a 3 to 5 year goal list with them. Now, why 5 years? Why not 10 years, 15 years? Because go check out all over the world, all big MNCs. If you get 3 good years or 5 good years, the way you want them, you achieve all your goals within 5 years, that will launch you for the next 30 years. Then the momentum takes you up.
Yeah.
So really, what I can say is, look at your own ambition. How ambitious are you? All I can say is I can keep hearing, don't be a job seeker, be a job creator. Now, everybody does not fit in the same mold. One. Number two, there are many people who are entrepreneurs. They stopped the entrepreneurship and went back to jobs. Why is that? Because it is not a cup of tea for everybody. And being an entrepreneur takes many, many competencies along with it. Just having technical skills doesn't do the job. What about people skills? What about persuasion skills? These people don't know how to take it to the market. They're lost. So there are multiple things that help people make a good entrepreneur. And we need to understand that. And many startups, when I go there, I say one thing, because they all want to think of multi-million, billion dollar. They heard those things. The angel investors and unicorns and all this. These are terms. But I tell all the startups one thing: start small, think big. Start small, think big. Don't start big. Most people want to start big because whenever you start anything, you are bound to make a mistake. And if you start big, the mistake will be big and you will not be able to recuperate again. But if you start small, your mistake will be small. You can overcome it and then grow. That's the way to go.
Thank you, sir.
Remember, winners don't do different things. They do things
Differently.
Yeah.
Folks, if you like, please subscribe and follow.